Hello, I am Gene and this is another episode of Star Wars The Old Republic. In the last episode we arrived on Balmora in search of Tulak Horde's artifact, and it's in a vault full of toxic waste, so we have to somehow get through it, and we are on a good I guess I'm looking for the right word, track. Yeah, I think that would do nicely. I've done the wildfire quest between the episodes because it was just about turning off turrets, and that's all nothing interesting, so now let's return it.
The turrets are ready for reprogramming.
Hail the Emperor! I owe you my thanks and far more. The Corps of Engineers will more than compensate you for your service. Now those rebels will see how lucky they are to be part of the glorious Empire.
Okay. I've got to say I'm kind of disappointed. I hoped there would be more to this quest than simply turning off some turrets, but apparently not. So now we can focus on the main quest. So I think we'll go and try to do the big guns quest, or maybe should we return to Major Bazikar. I'm not sure.
Authorized destinations.
Let's return it. The big guns, like, we'll do it later. We'll have to obviously go here because we don't have any. We'll have to go there on foot, because we don't have any flight paths there. I shouldn't do those things while recording, but yeah, I think we will manage for now. Right. Let's report to Major Bazikar. And I doubt this formula alone will be enough to let Zayana enter the vault, so I'm pretty sure it's just one step into...
Major, if we don't get those supply vehicles...
My men are working on it, sir, but until that shipment of plasteel I requested 3 months ago comes in...
I don't care! Tear it off the walls if you have to!
Oh, so we have some problems.
What was that all about?
Don't worry about the Colonel. He's loud and impatient, but we all are these days, what with a supply shortage. Now, did you manage to find anything out at the lab? Captain Ilon and I have been doing our own research, but we haven't discovered much.
A lot of data there. Not sure how useful.
Have a look at this, Captain. I can't make head or tail of it.
This confirms our suspicions. The collocoids were being mutated to clean up the waste, and it looks like the chemical mutagen they were using could theoretically work.
Well, that's it. That's our solution, right? We just replicate this chemical mutagen.
Sir, there's a problem. Our chief scientist defected to the Republic a few months back. We can't begin to replicate, let alone test the serum without him.
Ooh, oh. People defect, apparently.
Have there been a lot of defections?
Lately, yes. Of course, the defectors' bodies usually turn up a few weeks later in a ditch somewhere.
How do we know this scientist is still alive?
I guess you could say we lucked out in this case. Seems like our chief scientist was very good at getting away. We have intelligence that Janos Tirek, our chief scientist, is alive and on Balmora. in a Republic research base out near the Toxic Lakes. You find this scientist, you subdue him, my men will bring him back, and we'll get you your chance to swim in toxic waste.
Oh, okay.
Consider it done.
Oh, and Sith, hurry back. I just got word that my son passed his trials on Korriban, and is on his way to Balmorra. I don't want you to miss him.
Okay. Your son. Okay, I guess we can meet him, but for now we have to capture this scientist. Although I don't think it's going to be as simple as you think. Just capturing him, like, why? What kind of guarantee we have that he will not produce something that will simply kill Zayana? I think we will have to convince him somehow to help us. Yeah, so yeah, let's travel there. I will skip the flight path for you because the frame rate is horrible. So here we are at Markaran Plains, and we have a side quest here, so I want to do it because I actually remember it. Yeah, it's like I said, I was playing this story. I was playing as a Sith Inquisitor a couple of years ago, and I'm just sometimes I remember some stuff, but I've never finished this quest. I don't think I've ever actually finished the storyline on Balmorra, so it shouldn't be a big problem. Yes, hello, Fixer 66.
Ah, the apprentice. I was wondering when you'd reach the front lines. I'm Fixer 66. I'm with the operations branch of Imperial Intelligence, and if you have a moment, I'd like to show you something.
You have my attention, Fixer.
On the left is an ordinary Republic comm unit issued to Resistance fighters. You've probably seen hundreds before. This other one is a Republic comm unit that has undergone some surgery. Please look, don't touch. The second one contains a half kilo of high explosive that detonates when the talk button is pressed.
I assume this is meant to deal with the Resistance.
Yes, the plan is to take a few of these sabotaged comm units behind the Resistance's lines and plant them on their dead. The Resistance should soon salvage the comms and take them back to their headquarters. The resulting explosions will cripple and panic them. We'd prefer someone like you to take point. Someone who won't break if captured and who can go without reinforcements. Can you do this?
The Resistance will soon see death everywhere.
Your instructors at the Korriban Academy must have loved you. Head over to our technical man, a Balmorra local we drafted. The men call him Toybox. He'll give you the ordnance and show you how to transport it safely.
You know, actually, quite the opposite. They hated Zayana. But yeah, so we are supposed to take those comlinks and just plant them on dead Resistance fighters and, well, blow them up, which isn't a big problem. I mean, they are resisting the Empire, so we should punish them. Hello, Toybox.
Fixer 66 called with the details. I've got your comm units rigged and ready to go. Oh, my name's Toybox, or that's what they call me. I used to make... well, never mind. Quite a plan the Fixer's got. What do you think of it?
I like it. It exterminates the Resistance in their nests.
The Resistance, or anyone else that picks up the comm unit. He's assuming soldiers will be the ones stripping any Resistance bodies, but civilians pick over bodies all the time. Refugees, sympathizers, sometimes you'll even see children do it.
Ooh. That's a problem. Because we've conquered this world. Like, it belongs to the Empire. But obviously, its people, they don't really want to serve the Empire. And like, I don't like the idea of ruling through simply fear. Obviously, the the citizens should be afraid of, betraying and failing the empire, but they also should be treated with certain respect and be rewarded for their loyalty. We should, we shouldn't make them in an unnecessarily hostile. Killing normal people, like refugees, sympathizers, and sympathizers, maybe we want them dead, but refugees and even children, it will just destroy the Empire's reputation. Obviously, it's low anyway, but we have to improve it. Like, we have to work on it. We cannot let something like that happen, because it will make the Empire weaker in the long run, because the Balmoran people won't be loyal to the Empire. If you want them to be loyal to the Empire, we have to convince them by treating them with, well, if they are loyal, obviously.
It's regrettable. Unfortunately, no one makes a child-proof bomb.
No, but it's more practical to kill a soldier than a civilian, right? We want a high-value target. While I was making the bombs, I remembered I had some empty grenade casings lying around. Now, a comm unit anyone will activate. But if we trapped a grenade to explode when armed, only soldiers will be in the blast. What would you think of that?
Give me the grenades. I'll put them to use.
Here, they're all of the same type, so you don't confuse them with any you might be carrying. Just put them on the Resistance bodies, and Fixer 66 will love the results, I guarantee it.
It was the light side choice, but I think it just benefits the Empire, and, let's have some morals. Killing children is, even on accident, is not something I think even Zayana would be capable of. I know Sith are the bad guys, but still, like, I mean, should they be the bad guys? Actually, I don't know if I've talked about it, but I don't think that the Sith philosophy is necessarily evil one. They use the dark side to fuel their power, like to they use it to get stronger, but it's not necessarily an evil philosophy. On the contrary, I would argue it can be quite, how to say it, there's this, like, Dr. Jordan Peterson, a quite famous psychologist, who is talking about this topic, that you should actually use your, your flaws, your the evil inside you to fuel you to do the right things, right? That a good man is not a weak man. A good man is a man that's capable of doing evil, but they don't. There's this logic. And essentially using your anger and hate inside you to do the right thing, to do the good thing for you. Like, for example, a lot of people, a lot of men use the anger when they break up with their girlfriends. They use this anger inside them to essentially improve themselves. For example, by going, for example, to gym and exercising. So yeah, I think it isn't necessarily an evil philosophy. So should we be super evil? Like, we will betray everyone and we'll kill everyone we need to, but at the same time, I don't think taking pleasure. I don't think Zayana should be taken pleasure in actually. I mean, she can take pleasure, but from harming others and killing others, but those things should still be done in the right cause, like the Empire's in the Empire's service. It shouldn't be done without a reason. That's why I'm still not sure about killing this Tinkerer that provide Zayana with means to kill Darth Scotia. But at the same time, Lord Zash ordered him to be, well, silenced, and that was the only way to really guarantee it. Because if he would speak up about it, then we could potentially lose the position in the order. Lord Zash could be, you know, killed for that, and it's not something we want, at least not now. So yeah, that's my logic. Maybe you may agree with it, you may disagree with it, but that's how I want to play Zayana. I don't want her to be as like a very cruel person, at least for the sake of it. Like, having fun and punishing people, it's not punishing people for defying the Empire. It's not a problem. Like, I don't mind, you know, the overconfident choices of dialogue, like, oh, mayhem awaits and stuff like that. Being excited it's not a bad thing, but you know, those things should be right, you could say. I don't know. I guess I'm losing the track here. But yeah, here we have our scientist. So let's visit him.
Well, well. I should have known Bessaker wouldn't let me go without a fight. But sending a Sith seems a bit like overkill. Are you here to kill me, or are you going to torture me first?
Come peacefully, and no one gets hurt.
I risked my life to defect to the Republic. You think you can scare me into returning? There are fates worse than death, and being an Imperial scientist is one of them.
Don't you think you're being a little dramatic?
I won't go back to that place. You don't know what it's like. We're not expected to be men. We're machines, slaving day in and day out. No intellectual freedom, no creativity. I'm tired of building killing machines. I want to do some good for humanity. I can't go back there.
I can promise you, I'm not trying to build a killing machine.
I know better than to believe the promises of a Sith. You'll have to kill me. I'll never return to the Empire willingly.
Do this one thing for me, and I promise to get you back to the Republic.
You're serious, aren't you? What kind of a Sith are you, anyway? Okay, I'll go. But I'm holding you to your promise. I can't be away from my research here for long. We're working on a new field medical technology. Nothing special, not even classified. Here, you should try one of these.
Sith, Major Bessaker sent us in after you to collect the scientist.
Take him, but don't hurt him.
Of course. We'll see you back at Sobrik.
Sith, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sure you're very busy. Congratulations, by the way. I heard that you found our scientist. We'll whip up that serum and get you into that toxic waste pit in no time. But there's a problem, and I need your help.
I'd be happy to help any way I can.
It's my son. He arrived shortly after you left for the research facility, but then he went after some holocron, he called it. A few minutes ago, I got what I think was a distress call from him. He's in trouble.
Do you know where he is?
We narrowed the origin of the distress call to an abandoned building near the Republic crater outpost. I'm guessing the Republic's captured him, which means a lot of fighting to free him. Good luck.
Okay, so it seems I messed up because I did not record my voice in the previous part, and so I'll probably just edit it so it takes us it is as quick as possible. So to explain my reasoning behind my choices, essentially I don't think well, he would probably, because it is a quest and we have to, you know, keep going with the storyline, but logically speaking, I don't think the scientist would help Zayana against his will. Like he said, he would rather die than to serve the Empire once again. And so subduing him, I don't believe it would be. It would make him suddenly. It would make him cooperate with Zayana. So, and he could potentially kill her, just to spite the Empire by, you know, simply creating a poison instead of this formula, instead of modifying this formula. So that Zayana can enter the vault. So that's why I decided to go to try and convince him to help Zayana. And Zayana made a promise to him. And so, will we keep this promise? I mean, it's not I guess he's not going to be. I guess, I mean, having a scientist is always a beneficial to the Empire, but at the same time he has already betrayed the Empire, so he might just do more damage than, if we won't keep the promise, he might actually do a lot of damage by simply, you know, developing faulty weapons and stuff like that. So maybe we don't want, maybe we want to keep our promise. I mean, at the same time, he will help the Republic, so it isn't something we want to do. But I like keeping promises, what can I say? But on the other hand, it's not the Sith way, you could say. I don't know. I'll think it over, but at the same time... well, at the same time, just after that, Major Beskar called and he said that his son is in trouble, and I'm also not sure about this relationship between Zayana and Beskar, because on one hand she should be using him because she's a Sith, but at the same time having like a trustworthy ally. You know, you could even say a friend. It isn't a bad thing, and helping him out in any way we can, like it will improve Zayana's chances and stuff like that. So that's why I think I want Zayana to help him in any way she can, because he is helping her in any way he can. Despite his problems and stuff like that, like he's very enthusiastic, and so I think we should reward that enthusiasm with help, with maybe not enthusiasm, but we should reward him with help as from our side, you could say. Yeah, I guess. Like, I want to help the guy. If he's friendly to Zayana, there's no point for Zayana to not be friendly to him, so... Yeah, but here we have Fixer, and he's probably going to be angry because we planted those grenades instead of comlinks.
There's been chatter on the Resistance frequencies while you were off planting the ordnance. Resistance grenades have been malfunctioning. Would you know anything about that?
Do you want to lie? We can lie, actually.
That's not my responsibility.
Funny, because Toybox said something quite different when I asked him why he still had trapped comms on his table today. He suggested the two of you disobeyed our battle plan and neglected to inform any Imperial units of the rather explosive changes. We now have to throw out every salvaged grenade in the mix because we don't know which ones are rigged to blow.
Are we finished?
Be grateful for your Sith rank. For his part in this, Toybox is going to the stockade to receive lashes. You I cannot punish, but I would offer free advice. There are people on this planet who replace everyday items with explosives. Do not push them beyond reason.
Are you threatening her? Because if you do... Oh, you don't want to... Believe me, you don't want to mess with Zayana. But I don't regret my choice. I think it was a good idea. Oh, now it's every salvage. It's your problem that you are salvaging the grenades. But at least you know about it. You didn't lose any people because of it. And because of that, like the Empire is going to gain. People are not going to be... There's no... Well, it won't lose people's loyalty at least. If there's any loyalty at all. But like I said, building up good relationship with the population is the right thing to do. You want to punish the people who are disobeying you, who are trying to, you know, blow up stuff, obviously, but you also have to treat people great where they are loyal, or at least they are when they are innocent. Going around and killing innocent people, including children, will not help the Empire. False grenades, yes, we cannot salvage them. That isn't a big problem. Well, obviously, well, resources are useful, but they aren't as useful in the long run as the loyalty of Balmoran people. But yeah, so now we can, we are going to search for Haran. Oh, I think we will focus on the big guns, you know? Okay, so we are next to this hangar? I don't really know how to call it. What is this place? I don't know, but there were some convicts in front of it, so I guess we are in the right place to destroy those resistance generators. And you are dead. It was hard to find those guys previously. Oh, somebody just... It looked like somebody simply discovered Zayana? I don't know, or maybe a skill. Can you stop? Okay. Oh, alright, so here we have our generators. Let's kill everyone around them. Well, one of the generators. Okay, you are dead. Oh, so it's this. It was probably this overtime damage that revealed Zayana. Let's kill you. Ah, this stun is annoying. Maybe let's return it. Yeah, so those are simply murderers. So we have to punish them. Okay. Alright. Another of those generator is destroyed. Oh, there's level 2. I don't know if we should go here. In here. Well, but we can do some damage. I guess we should, if we can. Right. I wonder if it will. I wonder if it provides some kind of bonus. Shield control. Oh. I thought that was some kind of alarm. Oh. So it shields the entrance. Okay, so I guess we have to access it. You have to access. Okay, so you have to have like a second person to access. Okay, so I cannot do it on my own, I believe, unless Kenval can. No, Kenval cannot use the second terminal because I don't know. He's stupid, I guess. And it's blocked. Yeah. We cannot do it. So yeah, let's go back to level 1. Ah, pity. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, obviously it makes sense, but it reminds me of the rule of 2. Essentially, at least in the new canon, it was kind of a thing even before Darth Bane, as it wasn't obviously there wasn't just 2 Siths. That there weren't just 2 Siths. Obviously, but there was this idea of a relationship between the master and the apprentice. Like, at least at least Star Wars Rebels suggested it with. Was this planet called Malachar? I don't think it was Korriban. But yeah, there was a Sith temple there, and you could only access the holocron inside by having another force wielder next to you. Essentially, you know, the idea was that the Sith master and the Sith apprentice would help each other out while going through this temple. So you could call it a certain reference? No, not really, but it just reminded me of that. I decided to visit a cantina. Essentially, I was looking for a modification station because there are some vendors that sell modification equipment, modification parts, and I just decided to enter here, just looking for it, and it seems Kenval wants to say something.
Ustaiknians an parana rahitis ni aino. Papanu gasavans lo anes pose ustauhana.
What do this Orton seller and I have in common?
Inai aftwandira sik infaro marabali votos. Ja iswis iskun iswil imb. Aulos ja silbanas ja taimarpaus, aiklas John, laune kai in kuda aitin.
Huh.
I'm sorry you think I'm cruel. I didn't intend it.
Dargi skolan. Panzu aftra suesuman, Wiljin gangisans, anabusin. Mainama warpin, painal, ja an eifans, iman lesis gab.
Let's hope then that we'll manage to convince Kenval to serve Zayana. Simply because he wants to. It would be awesome, but will we manage with our, behavior? I don't know.
What can I get for you?
We can only buy. Ooh, whoa, that's awesome, but we can't use it because I'm not a subscriber, so...
Come back.
Yeah, you are selling just some additional...
Your money's always good here.
Some, good-looking... What I wanted to say, just customization options, yes. Ah, that's obvious. You cannot sell looks, right? That's why I was hesitating to simply say that. Like, oh, you're selling looks. What? Not really. Appearances. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, so let's go to... Let's return to Lieutenant Davril? I don't remember. I'm not sure. Should I say it lieutenant or lieutenant? Because it depends whether you are using the American or the British version of English. But I don't remember which version is belongs to which version of English. So for now, I think lieutenant is British, and I would actually prefer to use British English. So okay, let's say lieutenant for now. This is a bounty hunter. Yeah, oops, wrong door. Wrong doors. So. But I'm sure Lieutenant Davril will be pleased.
Must have been imagining things, but I could have sworn I heard those generators go pop from here. Thank you, my lord. But it looks like the resistance isn't done yet.
I should think blowing up their guns leaves little room for misunderstanding.
They're a stubborn bunch. Used to be we kept the resistance in check in the wilds, but now they've started to get bolder. They're attacking Imperial holdings in the old Balmoran industrial area. We need to punish their boldness. Lieutenant Thorpe at Marcaron Outpost has some ideas about how to put the resistance back in their place.
Now I am confused because I don't know if Star Wars: The Old Republic is using like the British version of the American version, but he said lieutenant, so lieutenant? Maybe I should say lieutenant then. I'm confused. But yeah, I think that will be all for today. If you have any comments, if you have any suggestions or advice, please leave them in the comments below. And I will see you in the next episode of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Hey hey! Well, sorry, hey hey. Sorry, it was in Polish. Because we use hey also as a way to say farewell, you could say. It's our version of bye bye, so bye bye!